All right, so these are my power rankings for week 10 of the NFL season. Another crazy week. It's a weird one. I think like the top 10 teams are so interchangeable at this point. It's just been one of those years. It's so hard to pick a top one especially, but maybe for anybody who's been watching these for the past couple weeks, you'll be maybe a little excited to see that it's not just the same 10 teams again. I actually have a new one. Yeah. So let's start off with that. I have the Broncos as my new team, overtaking the team that is now at 11, which is the Packers, kind of getting bumped down. Or maybe they're at 12. I don't know where I put them. I guess we'll see soon. But yeah, the Broncos I have in. Uh, that Texas game is exactly what I'm talking about, where I'm not super convinced about them. I think the ball won't fall their way in one of these, especially possibly in the playoffs, and they will lose to one of these better teams ahead of them. But I do think they're a top 10 team now. I had them at 11 the last couple weeks. I thought they were horrible, but yeah, 10 for the Broncos for now. Cautious about them. I just think the teams ahead are better. But I know a lot of people are much higher on this team than me. The Patriots still at 9, which is crazy because I think they're so good. But yeah, just another great game. I mean, this one was closer, but I think if you play this game, 10 times, there's a couple of them where the Falcons don't come back, and we're not talking about this like a 1 point win. Yeah, Patriots look really good. Drake May, obviously MVP candidate. So yeah, the Patriots at 9. At 8, I have the Eagles down 2 spots on their bye week because, of course, bye weeks are basically losses when you make power rankings, but that's just how it goes. I mean, recency bias and all that. It's just, it's tough because I haven't seen them in, one more week. And then the others. Buccaneers, same thing, -2 on their bye week. I don't know why. It's just how it goes. I guess they are getting Bucky Irving back possibly, so maybe they shouldn't have moved down, but I don't know. They're in the same tier as all the ones above them. Seahawks +4. What a win for the Seahawks. It's crazy to me that they're not even top 5 in my list, but man, they look good. If Darnold plays like that the rest of the year, maybe he'll be the MVP. Rams at 5. I do think the Rams are a top 5 team. I was actually talking to a friend, while watching that Saints game, going, this team's top 5, right? And I was trying to name 5 teams better, and I couldn't. I could only name the 4 better. So, and my friend could. So, and I agreed with him. So yeah, Rams at 5. That's +3 spots from last week, up a lot. Lions at 4. I don't move them down too much, even though they lost. They're still really good. I still think they're the team to beat. So, I'm keeping them at 4. Colts, same thing. They lost, but I don't think it reflects all that much. I mean, this team is still really good. The pieces are still really good, and I think they could easily have a blowout win next week against. I know it's a big matchup. It's someone hard, but I don't remember. But yeah, I think they could easily get right back to form. Chiefs, just at 2. I still think they're one of the best teams in the league. I know they lost to the Bills. I know they're 5-4. I don't know. I'm not gonna stop because I think the way that they've been winning, they'll still win. I could still see them easily going 11-5, and getting into the playoffs and wreaking havoc and getting to the Super Bowl. Bills are the best team in the league. I think my prediction is that this week everyone's gonna have the Bills 1. I think we're gonna see a lot of Bills 1, Rams 2 because the other 3 teams in the top 5 lost. But yeah, I think Bills 1 is going to be the popular pick. Those are my top 10. Here is my tier list. You can kind of see my thought process. Super Bowl contenders are my top 8 teams. These are teams I think could make the Super Bowl. This shows how much parity and how good this season have been. All these teams are insane. Even the teams in my playoff team category could make the Super Bowl. It feels like the Packers and Patriots are definitely teams that people are considering contenders. Yeah, I guess I had the Ravens at 11. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, because I think the Ravens are crazy. I think they're going to make the playoffs. If you saw my playoff prediction video, you know how I feel about them. I like being objective about these things. Like, the Ravens with Lamar, easily, I think, beat the teams below them. And maybe not the Packers, but the Ravens with Lamar could easily beat a lot of the teams in the Super Bowl contender category, and I think that's reasonable. I don't think they would beat the Colts, to be honest, or the Chiefs, or the Bills, but the other ones, definitely possible. I think, in the one and done, these are teams, if I think they make the playoffs, they're not going to win a game. Still fighting. The Bears and the Vikings had very nice wins. The Jaguars barely snuck by. The Panthers are in this thing, 5-4. And yeah, below that, I think you're pretty much cooked. I'm recording this right after the Cowboys-Cardinals game. The Cardinals showed some life, but I don't think 3-5 in this competitive NFC. Like, they're going to get in the playoffs over the Vikings, Bears, and 49ers, who are all vying for one spot. Yeah, no. Yeah, that's it. Season's pretty much over. But good win. I guess worst draft pick. Yeah, the Cowboys. The announcer was right when they said Jerry Jones should take back that trade he's planning to announce tomorrow because their season is over too. Yeah, those are my tier list. Here's my picks for next week. Last week I went 2-3, and my overall 7-8. So I'm now back to being slightly worse than a coin flip. Hopefully this week I could do better. I feel very confident about these picks, but I felt that way last week. So what do I know? First, probably my least confident pick, but I feel like 41.5. Other pick is Denver versus Las Vegas over 41.5. I feel like 41.5 is a very low number for this game. I would expect something more like 45. Denver alone could easily score 30 plus. Like, this offense is pretty good, and I mean, they played Houston last week, but Vegas is not a great defense. Meanwhile, like, I don't know. Like, obviously Vegas could get shut out, and that's kind of what this prediction predicates on. But I don't know. I think they can get 14. I think if Vegas scores 14, this will hit. So yeah, that's kind of my prediction. Buffalo minus 8.5 versus Miami. This smells like a blowout. The Bills do this every year. It's gonna be like 45 to fucking 7. These happen all the time. I just like the Panthers game. I think this has a blowout written all over it. Top 2 team versus bottom 5 team. Yeah. Rams minus 3.5 San Francisco. I think the injuries will just catch up to them eventually. I think this one's pretty safe. And the Rams, as I said, top 5 team versus middle of the pack. Feels like it'll be more than 3.5. Could easily be a 10-point win. Detroit minus 7.5. Same thing. Again, with Jaden Daniels out. Maybe this number wasn't moved by the time I checked, but I found these odds on ESPN after the Jaden Daniels injury. Pretty surprising. But yeah. Again, just another one of these. I just feel like it'll probably be a 21-point win. I don't know. I can't imagine Mariota catching up with this offense at all from Detroit, especially after that loss. And then I'm taking the Eagles over the Packers. I'm shocked they're not favored. That Packers loss was ugly. The Packers are in all these close games. Even if the Packers win, it feels like it'll be by 1 or 2 at this point. But I think the Eagles will win. I think it'll still be close, but I think the Eagles win. Yeah, so I'm going to take the points with this one. Anyway, those are my picks. Let me know what you think in the comments. Yeah.